Hey YouTube, it's Code Pilot. Welcome back. We're in the process of rebuilding the rack to just make it work a little bit better, make the rack itself cleaner in its looks, modernize it, get more modern software on there, better backups, things of that nature. So today we're just going to go through and do some pre-configuration before I rip everything out of there. Want to make sure that once I start putting stuff in, I can get the server in there, get everything going, and then get back online as quickly as possible. But really quickly here, just going to do a walkthrough of my Dell R720 that I got on Amazon, I think like a couple years ago. It came from somewhere, I'm not exactly sure where, but it's been a good machine. I got it for a fairly bargain price, maybe like 300 bucks or something like that. And it's kind of amazing seeing as how it has two Intel Xeon processors. I think they're like 2.9 gigahertz. I think they're each 8 core processors, like Xeon 2950 or something like that. So it is an older processor, but they work. I'm not doing anything super crazy on here. We could probably go in and see the CPU in here somewhere. Yeah, Intel, Xeon, just all kinds of data within iDRAC here. Here we go. CPU E5 2690 at 2.9 gigahertz. 8 cores, 16 threads. So I've actually got 32 threads available because I have 2 of them sitting in here. It's got 192 gig RAM, which currently shooting here in 2026, I think makes me something like a quadrillionaire or something like that. They're older, yeah, DDR3, but they are ECC, so error correcting. It's got a whole bunch of 16s in there to get it up to 192, so plenty of memory. I'm going to remove this Ethernet card that's in there. It's a 4-port Ethernet card. It's not really used. It's just burning power. So I have a blanking plate that I'll throw back in there. I think I actually have a ventilated blanking plate that'll allow a little bit more airflow through the back of that thing. And then what else? It has 2 power supplies, even though I only have 1 plugged in. Then as far as storage goes, we've got it. iDRAC doesn't see everything because one of them in there is on a PCI card. But we have, let's see, physical disks. These 4, I think, are Samsungs. Yeah, 4 Samsung 870s that are in there. Those are each 1 gig or 1 terabyte. I have 2 2 terabyte spinning disks. I have a half gig Samsung, I think this is a 850 Evo. Yeah, 850 Evo. And then I have this PNY, and for some reason all the Samsungs get along really well, but it's always reporting that there's some kind of error with this PNY. I don't know exactly what is going on with this one here, so I don't really trust it. I've used it. I don't know if I'm going to make it a part of the RAID pool yet. And the way that this is currently set up is the Dell RAID controller that I have in there is an embedded RAID controller, and in order to set up what I'm trying to set up with the fault tolerance and all that, I'm going to have to convert it from the RAID being on the Dell itself to using ZFS with Z-pools. You'll see that later on. But right now I have a RAID array that it's laid out like I have this one here that's 4 terabytes. That's just the 2 terabyte drives put together, just to maximize the storage there. I don't really need any redundancy for that. This 500 gig here is the boot drive, and I'm probably going to keep that. And then I have the 5 other drives are put together in a RAID called SSD that it is currently I'm allowed 1 redundancy there. So what I'm going to do is when I set all this back up, from the RAID arrays perspective, they'll all be RAID 0, and then we'll do the provisioning and the RAID setup within Proxmox itself. That way we can do backups and things like that. And if a drive goes down, we'll still be able to hot swap it out, but it'll just require a couple extra steps at that point in time. So I'm going to rip this thing down. And then there is 1 NVMe drive in there. I believe it's a 1 terabyte Samsung as well, but because iDRAC is a little bit older, it can't see it, so we won't actually have access to that drive once Proxmox is going. But we'll deal with the drive setup and layout and where each VM is going to go and where everything is going to be stored at a later point in time. But for now, I just want to go in here and do some network configurations so that when I start setting this up and I format this machine, I'll still have access to this even without pfSense running. So we'll test that in this video as well. So I need to go into my network settings, iDRAC settings, network. And it's currently set up as minnow.s.cp.local. This DNS name is going to change. This is going to go to just cp.lan for simplification. I had some other crazy thing going before with identification and a different subdomain, but we're not going to deal with that going forward. There's no need. So the static IP for this machine we determined was going to be 10.1.7.1. Our gateway is actually going to change to that's going to be this anemone here, so that'll be simplified to that. This subnet mask is correct, and our DNS server is going to change to Starfish once we have that running, so that will be fine. I'm not using IPv6 on my network. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. If you think I should, put something in the comments about that. And I'm not doing VLANs yet. We might do that at a later point in time, but not right now. I'm not really worried about the IPMI at this point in time, but just really getting these IP settings set up correctly. So we will save this, apply, and it should kick us out when we do. Oh, it's still working. Changes will close. Changes to the NIC IP address settings will close all user sessions, and they must connect. All other changes requires the NIC to be reset, which... Okay, so why did this reload? Is it still... yeah, it's broken now. I'm just... still working? Okay, what if I go here? Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and now we can log in to here. What? Oh, because it's root. Yeah, I forget. And later on, we will have this working on LDAP. I think this can do LDAP. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. iDRAC settings, authentication, directory services. Yeah, so we can do this. We can hook this up and have the same login, do the whole certificate's not loaded. I've always had this certificate error forever. This thing's probably way expired. I mean, it's still good. I don't know if I could put another certificate in here, maybe. I don't know. iDRAC settings, maybe. There's got to be some kind of way to like update the certificate for this. Maybe we'll do that later on. Server profile, automatic backup. How do you do that? File location. Oh, maybe we'll do this too and get everything all nice and backed up. I think I'm gonna use AWS for that. SSL certificate upload. Yeah, see, okay, cool. So I can integrate this, I think, somehow to do some kind of really cool thing. Maybe to allow this to automatically update its certificates somehow through IPA, I think. We'll see. I definitely want Proxmox to do that because every time I go local, if I go here, it's going to give me a certificate error. I think this is like 8006 or something. Yeah, see, another certificate error. I even set up NetBox somewhere, I can't remember where, it gives me a certificate error. I think this does as well. This is no longer, see, I installed this certificate. So it's, I installed the CA certificate. And so because the other certificates come from the same certificate authority, it should work. But this is something that drives me nuts, where every time I go to these things, I got to do it. And I'm not, again, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not dealing with IPv6. I'm not dealing with this anymore. If you think that I should continue to deal with this, and you're one of those that also thinks I should deal with IPv6, also put a note in the comments about why you enjoy getting these certificate errors. There's no reason to do that. I'm in IT, but it's like the cobbler whose kids have no shoes. So anyway, that's done. Let's just take the leap of faith. We're gonna go in here to storage, and we're gonna kick ourselves offline. Let's go to virtual disks, and before I do this, I do want to make sure of one thing, and that is I want to go in to a couple different places. Oh, no, yep, did it again. Okay. I need to go and make sure that I have my static IP set correctly to what this machine is going to be. So the easiest way to do that is to go to start and go to the network and sharing center. And then we go to change adapter settings. And then I am on this 10 gigabit Ethernet connection. So, wow, look at that. 100 gigs downloaded, 40 uploaded. I've been working too much. Can't be doing that anymore. Yeah, so 10, 2, 2, 1. So go to properties, go to the IP, and we go to, yes, see, obtain automatically. It would have given me the boot here. So 10, 2, 2, 1, subnet mask, that's correct. Our new gateway, when all this comes back up, and it's actually going to kick me off the internet right now because I'm messing with the gateway, but that's going to be 10, 1, 1, 1. And then our DNS server is going to be 10, 1, 7, 3. And then I guess if that's not available, we'll just go 10, 1, 1, 1. So when I hit OK, it should theoretically kick me off the internet. No internet. Right? No. Help. Google? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're not online, but we should still have access to Minnow here. So ping 10171. Yeah. So cool. That means that when pfSense goes offline, we'll be fine. We'll still be able to get in here and do the thing. So I'm going to manage these here drives real nice, like, and gonna delete it. Make sure it's not a boot version. Yeah, okay, cool. And I'm gonna delete this one. And I'm gonna delete this one. And I'm gonna hit OK. And then I'm gonna apply these now. And we should actually also just launch the virtual console in the meantime. That's cool. Oh, why? Why would you do that? Blow it up here. Virtual console. Yeah. Okay. And so we should maybe in real time here be able to watch the downfall of this thing. What? There we go. We should in real time be able to watch this thing just go to, so we'll do top here. So we'll have this here, and then we will bring up the manage over here, and I'm going to apply this now, and we're probably going to see, yes, it kicked me out, probably because I opened it in a new tab. For some reason, it does not like that. It only likes you to be in one tab at a time. So that is fine. Virtual disks, manage, and we will delete this. Yep, that is our boot. You're right. We'll delete that, which is everything, I think, and we'll delete that because there's really nothing on here that I'm concerned about saving. I just redid this in like December, and so the only thing that I'm using on here is the router. Everything else has just kind of been like tinkering. So apply, and we should start to see choose a different, okay, well, that's probably because it's running right now. So apply at next reboot, sure. And then what we will do, we'll also apply all pending operations. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's okay. Successfully added the job queue. Okay, so let's do the job queue. Scheduled. Okay. So, and now we'll just power cycle it. Okay. Oh, it's entering the lifecycle controller because it's upset that we deleted all the drives from the machine. Why are they still here? They don't show a status. Oh, maybe it's gonna do. There are no virtual disks. Okay, so we just create a virtual disk. It's fine. It's fine. Or oh. Are they in non-raid mode? We have bricked our machine. Well, yeah. Oh, there's a job queue. Oh, start time now. Okay, so maybe it's running the thing. I hope. Yup. No, it's just refreshed the page with like the same thing going on. So it's doing something over here. Oh. Oh, we're going now. Okay. Oh, I should go in the raid. Can I get in there? Hey! Alright, so how do we F2 operations? Delete that. Yes. And then operations, and we'll delete that one too. And then operations, and we'll delete that one too. So these are all showing that they're all unconfigured, which that is correct. That's what we want to do. So now how do we apply this? Go up. Oh, next, Control N. Oh. Well, keyboard. Ah, yeah, there we go. Control N for next page. So these all say that they're ready. That's good. Next. Okay. And next. Next. So has this now been applied to, like, it's good to go? Maybe? Oh, why does this one say 00? But these all have the enclosure. Huh. Okay, that's fine. Operations here. That is not doing anything. Can I go up here? Operation. There we go. Create a new virtual disk. Which RAID 0 is what we want. And we want this disk there. And we're going to call this virtual disk boot. Yeah. And we're going to initialize. Yes. Okay. Created successfully. Okay. So that's been initialized. And then now we're going to do this one here. Oh, I need to do create new virtual disk. Okay, now we're going to do this one. And we'll call this 0. Yeah, we'll call this front 0. And I need to label, let's just call this F0. F0. And I need to label these with the label maker. We'll do F0. And we'll initialize this one. Yes. Okay. And good. Now, which one did we pull for boot? That's... boot has got to be 7. So 7, which is actually 8 because it starts counting from 0. So last disk is going to be boot. And then this all come into play when we do the NetBox thing. So this right here is going to be F1. So operations, create new, this one, and we'll call this F1. And we'll initialize that. And then operations, create new. This is going to be F2. And we'll advance, initialize, okay. We'll do this again. Oh, nope. It's here, create new. This will be F3. And we'll initialize that, okay. Yep. And then create new. And this will be F4. Create new. And then this will be F5. Recommended logical drives. Oh, did I not hit? Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. And then create new. The last one, F6. Advanced, initialize, okay. Okay, so now if we refresh this, all looks fine. What if we had F12? Okay. How do I get out of here? Oh, we want to exit. Yeah. Okay. So now that our drives have all been configured, where are we at here? 30 minutes, jeez. Now that our drives have been configured, I think we'll end it here. What did we do? We went through, we reconfigured the LAN and all that. That's drive configuration. Yeah, so we'll cut this here. And in the next video, we will go ahead and install Proxmox and get all that set up. And yeah, anything I should have done differently? Probably should have used IPv6. Oh well, put it in the comments. Thanks for tagging along. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share, do all the things. Comment. Tell your mom that you're buying a bunch of equipment. Tell your dad. Tell everybody. So just buy it. It'll be fine. That's it. Okay, bye.